Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Russian campaign. Last time around we made an attempt to move on Baden, or Stuttgart in Baden-Württemberg. We made an attempt to move on them, however, the French were able to single out a single army to attack, and I weren't able to bring in my entire force for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, hopefully we'll try again, and I guess we'll move really slow or something. I don't know. We'll move Kutuzov first. As you can see, I've moved in the cannons to the armies, which is good. So the range is about to there. I'm gonna move this guy around just so I can move them to about there. That's right by the border now. And then we'll see if we can pass Kutuzov through here. It works! Good. We are able to pass through. An attack. It's surprised that I have about 10,000 men against the enemy's 3,000, but it's clearly not like a complete victory compared to an outer assault, which is interesting. But I have 10,000 men against their 3,000, and the units are broken down, but still they want to actually fight it, which is odd. I also wonder why there's an Austrian full stack up here. Karl von Österreich. What the crap are you doing all the way up there? I also just noticed here, look at how many crossed sword battles there are all over Bavaria. The countryside must be absolutely destroyed given how many battles have taken place in Bavaria if you compare to everywhere else. So we have one in Bohemia, there's one outside Milan, and then there's 4 just within Bavaria. Huh, I guess there's nothing for it. We have to play this, even though I think it's kind of clearly an outer assault. What I can do is I can kind of speed through it, and we can see if we can't get another more interesting battle. But let's not linger as we spend time, which should be used on battles. And the battle is off! I start already kind of in the middle of all of it. We can see that the French hold the high ground over here. I've got 3 units moving to take the high ground, concentrating my artillery over in that region. At the same time, we've got the elite brigade and the light brigade moving up on this side, coming to blows with the enemy. I am gonna quickly move in the cavalry here to support and flank attack. Right, the cannons together with the fire of this here Grenadier Brigade has broken the French on the top of the hill. So I should be able to move up and claim it and be ready to attack the French. It's impossible terrain right here, so a charge right there isn't really going to work out. But I've got plenty of cavalry coming up through the flank here. We should be able to turn through and attack. My hussars are gonna go run up all those cannons over there, while the Lancers are running into a Cossack unit. Actually, I don't like that unit right there. So I'm gonna order a charge. It is a charge by a light unit. But I'm thinking it will be okay. Because soon enough, the enemy army will be broken. I will aid this unit as well once the cavalry breaks through. Which they just did. They'll go for the voltigeurs. Then turn down and go for this French unit right here. We got a single enemy unit left. Time to hold fire with the cannons. We're more likely to shoot our own cavalry than we are to shoot the enemy. Alright, the enemy's broken there. The light will advance. The elite will advance. The grenadiers will turn around and now defend the high ground. And my cannons are in a bad position. So I guess we'll have to turn them on here. But I'm kind of thinking the battle is over by then. Let's try to reorganize the cavalry. It's kind of all over the place. And quickly get the brigades where I need them. Attack that unit over there. Let's see. Cannons are now ready to redeploy in an angle like that. And then we can shell the enemy as they come along the ridge towards the grenadiers. And also, I think the grenadiers should probably take the forest instead. To end up like that. Cavalry moving over here. The lights moving forwards. Let's run the grenadiers into position. Elite. Move to this side. While the lights take a position over here. And then all the cavalry units. We've got a bit of a high ground over here. 12 pounders taking quite the time to get into position, but that's to be expected. The guard unit fighting with us here in the woods. They're not going to stand for long if they try to form up there. We've got a second guard unit. It's firing on my heavy cavalry. Killing a few there before we're able to pull off. The unit's winded, so I'm not too sure about pushing it like in a straightforward attack on this. We want to offset them a little bit, so I'm sending in the Cossacks. Hopefully they'll turn. And once they turn, the heavy cavalry will strike. So they're smashed. Ooh! They still managed to get off a volley into the heavy cavalry. But immediately upon contact they are smashed as they were sandwiched there. Hussars make an attack. They're not going to stand. They're already about to run. Artillery can now set up. Don't really like this situation right here. It's a Voltigeur company. It's taken a lot of casualties on us, killing a load of troops. And once, as that charge is going in, I'm moving the elites to the wall instead. Damn, I suffered heavy casualties due to this bloody French Voltigeurs. Cannons are about to set up. I will set one for canister, as that surely will be needed.
Our men are running.
Damn, canister reached all the way over here and sent these guys off. I don't want this unit to turn all over here. It's a young guard unit. Right, continue forward. Continue forward. It's a single unit left, and it's a young guard. I think it's a light unit, even. And there we have it. The French are running, and just as I said that, one unit came back, but I have won! Here's the result of the battle. I didn't deploy 10,000 men, but I had 10,000 men. I deployed about, I imagine, 4,000, which is roughly what Kutuzov has, against 3,800 of the enemy. We slew most of those, leaving only 500 Frenchmen to retreat. Not too happy with the fact that I lost 1,000 men, which I thought was a little bit high. There was a few mistakes there made, especially letting the Voltigeurs fire on the elite brigade, breaking that one down pretty badly in terms of the men lost, and it wasn't optimal to have this light unit charge the French that moved in on the side in the forest there. Good thing to notice that we killed less than 100 men of our own. Highest kills goes to the cavalry, no surprise, followed by a grenadier unit, which lost 75, killed 264. And with that, Stuttgart is ours, and we'll go ahead and peacefully occupy it. I don't know if this is a region that will have to give up to someone, but we might. This little secret society is going to be turned into a supply depot instead, and given the location of enemy troops, it's really from the south that we should be worried about. So I would be moving my armies close there, but it's too fresh. One full stack and kind of a half stack there, which are fresh. So I'm not too eager to join into battle with them just yet. But we're gonna move in a way that we are preparing to defend if they are to cross the bridge to attack us. And there's not much else to say. Let's go ahead and end turn and see what the enemy comes up with. We have an opportunity of intercept. It's a French army moving directly to Munich. Or München, I should say. Old habits die hard. It's a French army with some troops from Baden. Mostly French units though. Pretty heavy army. Kamensky can intercept with his 2,300 men. I would like him to be stronger. We do get 3,000 Austrians to aid, but I'm not entirely sure that's enough. The thing is though, if I hold on and don't intercept here, more French units will come in and we'll have to fight it, but even worse state. I also noticed that I can actually do this as a drop-in battle. Unfortunately, as I said before, I don't really have enough people to do drop-in battles. Or like people I really can call on, because I haven't even tested a single person if they have a compatible version. Anyways, I think if drop-in battles is easier if I just use like a vanilla version, because then there's so many more people that I can call on, or possibly like draw in. Could be interesting for like a live stream campaign, maybe. But I'm worried about it crashing in the middle of everything. But I could do, if I do it as a if I do it for a vanilla version of a Total War, it could probably work. Enough of that! Let's go ahead and fight the French in this combined arms. Not really combined arms, combined in terms of the fact that we are fighting with our allies, the Austrians. My army is on the march, as I'm trying to avoid a direct confrontation with the French right off the bat, as my army is smaller, lacking artillery, and the troops are just come out of a pretty darn bloody fight. We've got the French pursuing us, but not really quickly as they probably should. Looks like it's mostly French, or I mean Austrian cavalry coming out here. So I guess it's this army we should be kind of relying on. This is pretty good forest, so let's set up here and hold. So I've divided my force into 3 infantry brigades, numbering 3 units in each. Let's see about getting the cavalry into position here on the open field. And then the general here. So it's all infantry except for the middle one, which is also includes this weaker grenadier unit. The French are really close. Let's run to positions right now. I am hoping I still get cover for the forest over there. Oh, we actually need to march up onto this hill. There's a lot of French cavalry coming in. Not entirely sure. That my lines will hold. That's some massive French cavalry attacks. The general is coming in there to support. I think we can hold. These guys need to definitely form into square. And the cavalry needs to be pushed into action. The French are just going straight at it. So much smoke and stuff, I can't barely see anything. Oh, the French are throwing themselves at this one unit. Could definitely break it.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
The 2 most sizable dragoons will lead the charge. I think it's time to rally, and then I'm gonna inspire one unit that's right in the middle against the enemy. They broke that infantry unit. But the rest are holding. And just as I say that, the flank is breaking. I don't think we are actually covered by the forest over there. We need to pull back. Reorganize the line. The French really just came straight at us. I guess they're hoping to break us before the Austrians arrive, but the Austrians are just about to come in. I sent my cavalry to attack into this mess. As I've lost units, 2 units retreating. I want these 2 to really come and join the line. We got Austrian Jaegers, German infantry, and Hungarian reserves joining in. This unit's back. Fill the gap right there. We got cavalry attack towards one of the weaker units. Cavalry is now breaking. All the Russian cavalry is in a weak state. We have yet another charge by the French cavalry. And a heavy infantry attack coming towards the center. French cavalry's moved to the back. I'm lucky the Austrians turned up when they did. Did any of those units make it out? Yeah, they made it out, but they're like... There's too many French cavalry. Now they're coming in and attacking from the back as well. Oh, lucky they were broken by Austrian cavalry. Nice. We have another unit breaking. I think it's cavalry. My infantry units are still standing, which is good. Austrian Jaegers firing on the enemy. Huge Austrian cavalry force now coming in to aid us. However, they are attacking through my lines, which I don't like. I'm gonna rally my men here, and I'm gonna inspire the 23rd Regiment. Cannon shot. More and more Austrian troops are coming in. The Austrians are coming just in time to save my battered force. The enemy is weak. Charge.
Our men are running.
We are Russians after all. And you will leave the line to support the center instead. General will get closer. What I want to do is I want to break this so I can turn my units around here. Turn them towards this side. Actually, you should go there. Right. Nice. The Austrians can deal with the National Guard. I'm more concerned about turning the flank up here and starting to break some of those cavalry units. I don't like that the Austrians came behind my infantry and kind of ruined those infantry formations. I'm gonna inspire this one because he looks like he's about to break. And I'm actually gonna pull the 2 infantry units away.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
It's risky, they could really break. The general's just here. Yeah, 1 unit broke, unfortunately. It's those stupid Austrians. What's this? Oh, allied. I thought it was my general who got shot. It's just a stupid Austrian. Where did he die, though? March forward. I want to pull back my cavalry over here. We have a single cavalry unit left standing. All the others are gone. French cavalry unit in the midst here. The Austrians are now pushing through. What's left of my infantry? Let's see, we have some units rallying way back there. Organize here. And we'll try to recover our strength. I think the Austrians can do the rest on their own.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
That ended up so much more bloody than I thought it would. The French constantly made cavalry charges towards my thick lines of infantry right here at the edge of the forest. And then the fact that the Austrians decide to charge their stupid cavalry into the back of my lines. almost broke Kamensky's army. But he was able to rally and hold. Obviously at this point my army is really small, having lost 3 cavalry units and about one of the infantry brigades, more or less, having retreated. And then what's left is about cut in half. But as we can see, the Austrians are just... they're all just running over everything. There's a single French cannon left. I don't think the Austrians would have held the line as well as we did. Why are you riding through my army? What are you doing? Are you on purpose trying to destroy the Russian army? There's so much good ground to be moving through. But no, ride straight through my lines. Anyways, we were victorious. We saw off the threat. Hopefully there's no other full stack coming against München, because we are definitely in no state to defend it as it is right now. Here's the results of the battle. So as I can see here, no unit was destroyed, although this unit come really close with only 11 men left. We deployed, the Allied army deployed 6,000 men against 3,000 of the French. Grenadiers were the ones that killed the most. Yeah, I just had to force in the cavalry there. Wasn't a good charge, so they didn't do very well in that fight. But then again, I just had to save the line by sending something in there. There was so much French cavalry coming in. It's hard to tell really what happened here, because they don't break down the stats per nation. I imagine, could that be, I guess that's just my losses, which wouldn't be too surprising, I think. No, it would actually be quite surprising, because I deployed, what did I deploy? A little over 2,000 men. If I lost that many, there would be no one left in my army. So that can't be true, so that's probably Allied losses then. We killed about 200 of our own. The French killed about 600 of their own. That's a big difference, but yeah. We were able to see off the French. It's still the enemy's turn. We'll let them run through the course. Hopefully no other army comes here. Kamensky is in no shape to fight another battle. I declined the previous attack, but this one looks like we should probably fight, because Outer Resolve is still close. I'm worried my units will die, so I will have to play it. I don't think I will show this one though. It will be completely just let the Austrians do it, because they have most of this. So it's almost about, what, 8,000 plus Austrians against 2,000 French. But that's what was good about intercepting the first time. If I hadn't intercepted there, then probably both these armies would have come in, and we would have had to deal with an army of 5,000 French troops. And then they would have been outnumbering our combined forces at the time by about 1,000 men. And given how that battle went and almost destroyed Kamensky, you could have seen how that could have turned very badly. Anyways, I'll catch you at the end turn. We were able to force away the French, and Bavaria stays under Austrian control, and so does Stuttgart. We hold, well, not Austrian control, but Allied control. I've also moved my spies around so we can see a little bit better what is going on. what we need to do, given that we have quite a few bloody battles here, is I need to consolidate just to rest up my armies so that we can continue to move. Right now, I think the main next goal would be Strasbourg, to take that and possibly completely avoid this area for now, but I'm not entirely sure. We need to clear out a lot of armies that are moving around. This region could cause a lot of problem. Now, the French have been losing a lot of troops here. Napoleon's on the way to reinforce them, but I mean, I could sit there and speculate all day, but clearly we're not gonna know until we actually come to battle. It's interesting how we get so many of these battles. We added another one, the Battle of München, January of 1808, and it started with the Battle of Reims Mines in October of 1805. So been going on for quite a while in this region, 3 years to be exact. Anyways, this one has probably been quite a long episode, so it's high time that I ended it. Oh yeah, one last thing before I go. Spanish Navy has turned up. It has been slightly attacked, but there's 2 forces, totaling 5 ships, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Now they only have that trade port, but it seems like they're still getting troops out of there, which I don't like. I wonder if the English Navy is close, or the British Navy is close enough to take them on. I would hate to lose my trade fleet. Main problem with it is, of course, that I never went to port with some of these ships to repair them. So, especially, it's these 3 right here. So, could be dangerous if they try to sink that. Bloody, to say the least. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
Our general.